Is there a concern just about the perception of sending someone to Hawaii?
It wasn't a vacation.
A local sheriff's office spends thousands of dollars on a trip to Hawaii. Only on RTV6, Call 6 investigates. Kara Kinney is asking the sheriff why they traveled so far to interview a job candidate and if it's really a good use of funds. Kara?
We got this anonymous letter in the mail telling us about the trip to Hawaii. Well, we did a public records request and then sat down with the sheriff to ask the tough questions. Brazil is Indiana's poorest town, according to a new study. The community 60 miles southwest of Indy has a median income of just $29,000 a year.
It's went downhill last 10 years. We got half sidewalks, like right on this side, there ain't no sidewalk.
It's not sitting well with some that the Clay County Sheriff's Office sent someone to Hawaii for a week. Receipts obtained by Call 6 Investigates show Chief Deputy Josh Clarke traveled 4,000 miles away January 7th through January 13th, staying at the Hilton Garden Inn on Waikiki Beach.
Is there a concern just about the perception of sending someone to Hawaii?
It wasn't a vacation. I'll guarantee you that.
Sheriff Paul Harden explains the reason for the trip was to do a background investigation on a job candidate, one of 3 finalists for a vacant deputy position.
I felt like the candidate in Hawaii was top of the line. He had federal law enforcement training.
Could this have been done over the phone, on the computer?
Well, it's pretty hard to do a home visit over the phone or across the computer.
The candidate has family in Clay County and came back on his own dime as part of the interview process.
I feel like you need to talk to people.
But he came to Indiana.
He came to Indiana, but he didn't bring all of his neighbors. You know, I feel like by going there, we spoke to his bosses, we spoke to his coworkers, we spoke to the neighbors.
The Hawaii candidate turned down the job for personal reasons.
I was disappointed.
You invested a lot of time and resources to check him out.
Yes, we had.
Adding up flight, hotel, rental car, parking, and meals, the total cost of the trip, $3,000. Records show the chief deputy ate mostly fast food while he was there.
I didn't see anything that looked out of line.
The sheriff's office paid for the trip out of the commissary fund. Money inmates pay for snacks and toiletries. By law, those funds can be used for bettering the department.
Could that money have been spent a better way, such as on equipment or training?
We spend it on equipment. We spend it on training. We buy equipment for the inmates. You know, just this within the last 3 or 4 months, I've replaced 3 TVs back there.
Call 6 Investigates checked with 5 other sheriff's offices in Indiana who told us they either require candidates come to them or they will travel a few hours away at most.
What's your response to that?
I would just soon not have to.
Sheriff Harden says they're seeing a huge drop in qualified applicants. They used to get 40 applicants. This time, only 11 applied. The pay isn't great, and Harden says the increased scrutiny on law enforcement isn't helping either. So Clay County is trying this unique approach, which may mean more out-of-state travel in the future.
I want people that are the best for our community.
15-year Brazil resident Chris Foster feels like the expenses are unnecessary.
It's like our food pantry right here. They could use that money that they took and put somewhere else.
When inmates buy snacks and the money goes into the commissary fund, the State Board of Accounts audits those funds. But in general, as long as the money is used to better the department and the agency, it's allowed under state law. Erica?